So we've come to the end of the year, and this is where a lot of people are going to start making New Year's resolutions. The most difficult thing about New Year's resolutions is actually starting it and following through for many years to come, not just for the first month or the first week or even the first day. So in today's video, I'm going to run through 9 different strategies to employ when you make your New Year's resolution. You can make it more successful and hopefully stick to it for more than what I just mentioned. The most important thing about making a New Year's resolution is desire. Desire is the #1 key factor that is going to determine whether you're going to make this a success or fail. If you don't really have the desire, you are not going to make it. Simple as that. You really have to have the deep driven desire within you to make a change. Most goals fail because you don't have that deep burning desire. Make sure you do have that desire first before you commit to anything. Number 2, get started as soon as possible. You don't have to wait for a specific day. A lot of people like to start on the 1st of January. Make a start now. Start planning for it. So if you're watching this video and it is 2 days after the new year and you say you want to get started next week, no, do it now. Get on the phone, make an appointment, or go to the shops and start grabbing all the items that you need. One of the things that prevents you from starting now is usually the fear of failure and also fear of people judging you. The truth is, you're gonna fail several times throughout your journey, and that's all part of the process. And I think you've heard that many times before. Think of all the things that you've been successful in and you've failed along the way. It's just a natural part of the process. And to people who judge you, people are gonna judge no matter what. And that's a part of human nature. But 99% of the time, people just don't care. Unless you're in the public spotlight, most of the people won't even remember your name, let alone what you were doing at the time. So the fear of judgment is really yourself judging yourself. Number 3, prepare, plan for it. As I said before, if you need a gym membership because you want to start the gym in the new year, make an appointment now. If you need certain equipment, go to the shops now, buy that certain equipment. This is actually putting one step forward, and it will help you with motivation to actually take charge and commit to what you're doing. Taking action, preparing for it could be as simple as putting that event into your calendar or putting a reminder, and that's going to give you the motivation to push forward. Number 4, make sure your goal is realistic. I know a lot of people say aim high. For me, and for most of you, you want to make sure that your goal is achievable and you can see yourself achieving that goal. Setting the bar too high can cause burnout and sometimes can demotivate a lot of people. For example, a lot of people want 6-pack abs. In reality, just having a flat stomach is 1, very much achievable in the short term, and 2, when you do achieve that, it's a really nice feeling and it will motivate you further to better improve yourself. Number 5, what I see the most common thing happen is an influx of people at the gym in January, and by March, they're all gone. Just keep going, even though if you think you're doing it wrong, it's better than quitting. Number 6, this one is very important because I think this is where a lot of people get stuck. You need to make adjustments. If what you're doing is too hard, make it easier. If what you're doing is too easy and you're not getting results, you have to work harder. You might need to adjust your diet. You can't keep doing the same thing from day 1 because ultimately your body will adapt and you'll need to make those adjustments. Again, just simple things like if your schedule's not working out, you'd like to go to the gym in the morning instead of the evening, make those adjustments. Minor tweaks to your routine or to whatever you're doing is going to help you tremendously if you want to succeed with your resolutions. Number 7, reach out for help. If you have no idea what you're doing, go hire someone. There is so much information out there on the internet and it can get really confusing. The good thing about hiring someone, getting a mentor, is that they'll compile that information into something that's digestible for you and basically give you all the answers. All you need to do is actually do it, follow their lead, and make sure you ask a lot of questions if you get stuck. But this is really a cheat code. if you're stuck with something, hiring someone will allow you to bypass all the hard bits, provided that you are following their lead and instruction, and if they're a good mentor. Number 8, try out different methods to do certain things. Health and fitness can be quite repetitive. Literally, you're doing the same thing over and over again. It can be pretty boring. That is why there's so many modes of training that promise the same thing. Have you ever seen ads for Pilates? They're gonna advertise a lean physique with muscular development. Same with CrossFit, lean physique, muscular development. Same with going for a run. They promise the same thing. And there's no harm in trying different things if one, your routine gets boring, or you just want to mix it up and you might find another modality more beneficial to you. For example, in a dietary perspective, if you're eating a carnivore diet, this can be problematic because it's a very restrictive diet. You might go low carb instead. Or if you're doing a vegan diet, instead of being full vegan, you can go vegetarian. Modalities of change that can make your life easier. So try different things along your journey. Finally, number 9, this is one of my favorites, is get a friend or family member involved into what you're doing. If you're going to the gym, having a family member or a friend who may have experience or same experiences as you is going to nullify the fear aspect of stepping into the gym. This is because you have someone who is familiar to you, and additionally, you're gonna get extra accountability. There's been so many times where I have wanted to do something. Having a friend there doing it with me helps me make that decision to do that thing without me hesitating. Okay, those were the 9 tips for your New Year's resolutions to succeed. But personally, I don't set myself New Year's resolutions. I just do it. I apply all these methods for all my goals. So whenever I want to do something new or challenge myself with work or even training, I make sure I apply all of these rules. These methods do really work, but the number one thing that you have to consider is your actual desire to commit to your resolution. Okay, hopefully that will help you. And if you like this kind of content, give it a like, a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more little tips and tricks.